Sorry for that. And today we'll be doing a Minecraft stream. For how long? I have no idea. But if you guys are having a nice day, comment it down below. This might be my longest stream. Video, because I don't really stream. I usually just think about it's kind of like streaming, but if you guys enjoy the content, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe if you want to. Start making our way. Oh wait, was this the spot I seen? No, because wasn't there a spot that was more greener? Yep, that way. Let's go through the mess of some. If you guys want, you could join. I really don't mind. But if I remember correctly, my username is Dark Souls IT 2007. I want to say, but I don't know my actual Microsoft because this is just my PlayStation. And if you guys are on PlayStation, here you go to Demon Dark IT. We'll probably, I can make like different games in, well, it'll be like multiple videos, but like an hour of this, an hour of another one, and an hour of another one. Like an hour of this, an hour of GTA. An hour of Rec Room. Just comment down below what game you want to see me play, and we could do an hour of Cold War. But yeah, everything would be muted on that one because, well, none of my things are connected because of all the people yelling and everything else. To me, it's weird because I literally have like no viewers right now, but yeah, I'm talking to them. I'm surprised some YouTubers didn't, oh my god, some YouTubers ain't getting drove crazy over the fact that you ain't really talking to anyone but yourself. You start making us suspicious too. Or you did. To be honest, we need to find food soon, so. I was planning on getting like some of my friends into this, but most of them are online, and the one I invited to a party, well, he just left, so. If you guys hear clicking, it's just me on my TV, so. That, and I listen to music on my streams a lot, so. Please don't copyright. Stop. Music all the time when I play games, it helps me concentrate and everything. I see a... Oh, but there's not animals. See, I could have achievements as I can, which is now. Okay. Let's move all of this stuff to the inventory. Let's go kill this chicken, and then wherever the heck the chicken went, because we could actually, let's just go here, make these, make this. That's actually what I wanted to make, but it's like what I didn't want to make, but yet I want to because of the bed, because it's going to be plain and I don't want to play in bed. So let's make us a sword and a pickaxe, and then just start digging right here. This is going to be interesting. It's getting night. I don't have a house or anything, so I'm just going to break this and then go into that hole. And then hopefully... Wait, I can make torches right now, right? Yes, I can. Okay, let's do that. Let's put the sticks in there. Let's get the torch out. And then... Row? Okay. Can't English correctly, guys. Sorry. But while it's going night, I'm going to expand this house more. Well... area, and we can make this our little like secret house, because what I'm planning on doing is like making this an SMP, with all my friends and people who want to join and play and all that. So that might be happening. Wait for that in the future. probably play this for like a couple hours and then think about it. Because I don't know if I actually want to make it an SMP because of how many, well, because I want to, okay, so if I remember correctly, you could get about 8 people in a game. And if you could get 8 people in a game, then you could have 8 different people, because the Dream SMP is around because of how many people's in it. You could have up to 16. I think. Yeah. So this will probably be an 8-man SMP. There's a very high chance of that happening. I never thought how lonely this game could be. I thought you needed stripped wood for a campfire. Apparently not. I like how it tells you how to build them now. Like before, it didn't tell you what you needed. Yeah, I can make a bowl. Can't make fences. Like mini game things and all that. But no, because then that will be taking someone's idea. I don't know what to do, guys. Comment down below. Tell me what I should do. If you hear music in the background, it's just me listening to it. So it's pitch black right now. So yeah. Okay, so it's dark and I only have 1 piece of wool. If I had more than 1, like 3, then I would probably make another red dye and then make a bed. So okay, like I said, I'm gonna expand this, but the goal for tomorrow, it will be to get wool. Oh, black strike. Into love now, falling apart. Popular monster. Oh, that chapter maze. I went through my comments on some of my videos and I seen what you guys put. What did I make? Interesting. Thought I made something. Chance of playing Call of Duty with fans. But if we could do Minecraft, well, this stream is technically turning into a Minecraft stream with friends. So like I said, if you guys want to join, then just, if you're on PlayStation, it's Demon Dark YT. And if you guys are not on PlayStation, like Xbox and PC, it is, I think it's Dark Souls YT. I want to say, yes, it's Dark Souls YT. So if you guys want to do that, then you can. They need to add like Java stuff into this, like how you can place the pinpoint on your map. They need to do that in this. Minecraft made PC have too much freaking power. And I'm pretty sure it's just because you could add like more mods to them easier. And yes, auto jump is off. I don't use auto jump. Okay, that should be good. It's still gonna be dark. Okay, it's still dark. Actually, I could leave that open because nothing could fit in there but a spider. Another. Forget another. What is it? We could make some mushroom stew for food. Real good. Right, alright, alright. I'm good for music I've been to. Actually, I'm not gonna cuss in this because, even though I did, but I'm not gonna cuss because I actually want to put this for. Well, I know what I'm doing. I don't think. What if we extend this more? Because how big is that skull picture? The skull with the on fire. I don't remember how big that was. Break right there. Okay, we're gonna break into this a little bit. About 1, 2, 3. Let's do 4 blocks. And 1, 2. I can't see anything. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's the opening, but we can make it right here if it don't break. There we go. That's the main area. Oh no! I know how to do it. I know how to do it. I know how to do it. I remember. You have to make signs and then place them on the edge. Like, gosh dang it. How do you... Okay, how am I... So, do I break it? Add the block? Because now it's not adding the painting. Or is it that you have to add the door? Oh my gosh. Guys, I am so confused. Like... Fun-wise, well, not fun-wise, but... Don't know why I need her. Get a door. Make a door. Not have enough. Yeah, I do that right. Am I retarded? Okay, I'm apparently. Oh, you had to have the door. Door. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Oh my gosh, I am retarded, guys. Stone. Gonna only use microphone to say that I'm away from it because I'm in the menu. So I'm gonna take a screenshot of this so I have the coordinates for that. So that's gonna be like a secret house, and I'm gonna make my main house like over here, not over here. We're gonna make the spawn point like really far from right here. Wait, can I? No, I can't because okay. So the spawn point is way over there, which that's actually gonna okay. But the goal was to kill animals to get bed. So I might actually wait. We actually might have a chance, guys. Actually, because because a lot of animals spawn in the jungle. I want that. Don't know why that's here. I don't know how many there are, but wait, why? Is this like an underwater terrain, but yet not underwater? See, most of my videos I put on commands to like teleport my friends to me when they die. But since this is the stream that, well, this is the main Minecraft stream. That's not happening. And I'm still not seeing no animals, even though I might die. Because I got no food. See, animals or village would be good. I'm actually hoping more for village. More than just an animal. Because of the hay bales.
And once we get to know you, we release new mixes based on what you love. From daily mixes to Discover Weekly. Premium lets you download those playlists and listen.
If you want to see any other videos like reaction, no, reactions won't work.
Join Premium.
Trying to think.
Ooh, what a vibe. Yo, I love how the board members all sound like I'm Kathleen Sher, and I'm Allison Ford. On our show, Lion Share, you get to feature cool songs alongside your stories where we highlight Asian artists every week. Spotify's free podcasting platform, Anchor. With Anchor, you can add any Spotify song into your episodes and combine them with talk segments by you to create.
I'm pretty sure you guys can't hear anything of this because my main audio is down, so tire that up, so there you go. I'm like 200 for constant blocks from my house, so why is there always only one? Dying, I need 3 more anyway, guys, because I made that painting and it costed 1 wool, and that was the only wool I had. So tell me in the comments what hostile mob scares you the most. To me, it's skeletons. This is really boring. But I'm actually gonna do something that I shouldn't do. And let's not make that. Change this to peaceful because I actually need to get back to my house. And peaceful should make it so animals spawn more. But that would be away from the peripheral version of me, my character, so there'll be. Hold on, let me look at my coordinates real fast, guys. 347, negative 347, 60, 351. So negative 47 in this way. How did that hurt me? You know what? Don't question it, just... Hold on, guys. I want to see this. Because apparently the Five Nights at Freddy's movie got canceled.
And from places like NerdWallet that help me compare and find the best credit cards for gear and travel. I turn my dreams into a community. Compare your way there. Find the smartest financial products to unlock your dreams.
Lunchtime indeed, Reg. Get a hot and juicy day single for just $1 in the app. Choose one. Choose win.
Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Probably the most hyped up thing in indie gaming history, honestly. It's crazy to think that this game, at least for a while, was supposed to be turned into a fully fledged horror film. And honestly, out of all the games that could be turned into a film, I love this one the most, because it already has loads of lore inside of it, and seeing more of that, or maybe even a brand new story shown here, would be exciting. But there's only one major issue. The film never released. So today, let's go everything we have with the film up to now, and even determine what could be happening in the future, and spoiler alert, there's a ton of new stuff. Join my Discord, by the way, and link in the description. Anyway, just to sort of keep things on a simple timeline, the first time we ever got any sort of news for the FNAF movie was all the way back in 2015, nearly 7 years ago. The first people to begin production of this film were actually supposed to be the Warner Bros., which is a huge step for video game-inspired movies, especially one that at the time was based on a small indie game that was initially released just within the past year. The goal of the film around this time was to, quote, make an insane, terrifying, and weirdly adorable movie, and it was set to be directed by Gil Kenan. Now, you may be expecting some more information to come out about the film within the next few months or even years, but things were actually pretty silent for the title. We began to see some super cool teasers that were supposed to be the animatronics used for the film, but other than that, things were pretty quiet. Too quiet, in fact. The next piece of official information that we got wouldn't be until 2017, where Scott had hit us with some pretty unfortunate news. According to Scott, there were tons of issues with the movie industry, along with problems relating to FNAF altogether, which led to him stating that he was actually entirely back to square one. This honestly seemed like a dark place for the FNAF movie, as quickly the series itself was moving on to bigger and better things, but the film was already falling behind, most likely being one of the reasons why the film was actually entirely rewritten. But this is far from the end of the movie, of course, as a few months later we were given a massive teaser by Scott showing a director's chair that had Freddy Fazbear's name on it, with a logo in the background representing the company Blumhouse Productions. Or in other words, Warner Bros. Was no longer going to be controlling this movie with Scott, but rather it was moved over to this other company from this point forward. Gil Kenan had confirmed later in the year that he was no longer directing the film after Warner Bros. Stepped away, but later we would find out director Chris Columbus was taking over. Things once again went quiet at this point forward, but not for nearly as long, thankfully enough. Because as 2018 began to come around, this came with quite a bit of news. And for once, I could say that we heard something pretty promising for the film. So in August of 2018, Scott himself had confirmed that a draft of the FNAF movie script was finally completed. And ambitiously enough, Scott had actually confirmed there were possibilities for a second film or even a third one. This all meant that the script would just have to be finished and the planning for the filming was inevitably going to follow. Eventually, we also got ourselves a release date for the film of 2020. So while things were definitely still a ways away, at least this time around there was a huge amount of communication, and for the first time ever, the movie seemed like it was actually going to be produced. The script eventually was actually finalized around the late 2019 era, so filming was expected to follow. Information would begin to slowly dial down as the movie was preparing for a full-scale production, and the next piece of information we would get wasn't until mid-2020, where we were reassured that the movie was being made, but things were a bit shakier this time around as Jason Blum, the founder of Blumhouse Productions, the people making this movie, didn't actually want to give any release estimations this time. So with that being said, it's pretty safe to say that this original 2020 release date was a little bit outdated. But regardless, things were once again looking super up for this film as Blum had lots of good things to say about the movie, and the hype for it was beginning to rise once again. If this all wasn't good enough, Scott confirmed in late November of the same year that the script was officially going to go into filming in spring of 2021. So if we were ever going to get the film, this was surely going to be it. Sure, the estimated 2020 release date was a bit off, but that didn't really matter that much anymore, because after 6 years at this point, everything was all coming together. But when things finally began to look up more than ever, we stopped hearing information once again. This didn't inherently have to be a bad sign, because throughout the entire timeline, they've gone quiet multiple times to work on the movie more and more. But this time, after a couple months, eventually we did get updated. And in September of 2021, we got some bad news. Among the many failed scripts, this finalized one finally seemed to be it, especially after the years of waiting and drafting. But during this time, the news broke that the filming in spring, it never actually happened. And in fact, this entire script ultimately had been scrapped among the rest. Both Jason and Scott had to disappointingly once again put this movie on hold, and that's where things almost seemed to stagnate. The initial filming didn't happen, the script was out of the picture once again, and overall things weren't looking good at all. There is the silver lining that we know the movie is still being produced at this time, and eventually it may have a successful script, but at this point is where things seem to be over. This normally would have been where I ended this video off, and ever since we got this big pushback, I wanted to make a video on this topic as the film is something we've all been waiting on for years. So it's something that I'd love to talk about. But the only thing is, the way that everything ended up to this point felt very much like a very sad ending to a video about something that used to get me freaking out at the thought of going and seeing when I was younger. But of course, that's where I would have ended the video. But that's actually not the end of things, because we recently got an absolutely massive piece of news from Jason Blum during an interview within the past week. During a film festival by the name of South by Southwest, Jason himself attended an interview regarding his work. Inside of the interview, we hear him talk about a lot of boring movie things. However, eventually he gets to the topic of the Five Nights at Freddy's film, and he actually had some news for us. Some very interesting and promising news. According to Jason, the movie was said to be in production, of course, but he had also given us a couple key pieces of information. The first thing he mentioned was just when we would get some official news regarding the movie, and we heard some of the most promising news that I think we've ever heard about the film.
On Freddy's, we are dangerously close. I will say that. We are dangerously close. I'm just saying we're dangerously close to more news.
We are dangerously close to getting some news. That's
outdoors is all about the experience, challenging, the vigilance. We put that in a block. Coconut oil, activated charcoal, and shave oil. Naturally derived outdoor fire.
I did it.
You did it.
You did it. You can do it.
The path to I did it starts at AutoZone.
so wrong late of last year. We don't know what kind of news he means, but I can only imagine it's going to be some sort of trailer, casting list, maybe even official art or something, because we don't even have that. But either way, with news comes new releases. And Blum had actually talked about the release date as well in the very last sentence of the interview regarding FNAF.
Dangerously close. So that could certainly be in 23.
Yep, that is right. Five Nights at Freddy's will officially be coming out sometime in 2023 after 7 years of waiting. I cannot wait now. Well, that isn't an ideal scenario anyway. This does give me some slight deja vu, as just 2 years ago we were hearing the same things about a release year and how there's big news on the horizon just to have everything end up being scrapped. But while I won't necessarily get my hopes up, I definitely have my fingers crossed hoping that this could actually finally be the time we get the movie. It's still a bit early to confirm very much for the film, but on a more speculative note, I imagine that this is going to be a very different movie than what we were supposed to see with Warner Bros. Or even what was almost filmed and produced just last spring. But that doesn't mean it'll be bad or anything. I expect things like these animatronic teases shown earlier to be essentially meaningless, as I'd be surprised if these figures even still exist, and even more surprised if there are plans to use these things in any capacity. But all this trial and error, despite it leading to a lot of waiting, makes this movie seem a lot more promising than your average everyday video game film. Scott clearly has put so much passion into it, and while of course nowadays he is beginning to retire, he has seemed dedicated to ensuring that this movie comes out the way that he wants it. And that has been clear as day, as all of these scripts and such have been thrown out with the goal of making a movie we will all enjoy. I know FNAF gets a lot of backlash nowadays, mostly for the fact that it feels disconnected from what it used to be. But with how long and in-depth this process has been, I don't think we can get much closer to an older school yet high-quality FNAF production than what we'll have here. Hopefully this ends up outshining all the other video game movies that give this mini-genre a bad rep, and pray that if nothing else it at least does better than that Slender film. But I would say if you're hoping for the movie to come out soon, I wouldn't necessarily put money on it, but I could surely bet millions of dollars that whether it's released tomorrow or in the next decade, it will be done with the most care, value, and passion from the producers and Scott himself to make something that everyone will enjoy whenever that may be. This film, I feel like, even has the potential to bring FNAF back into its glory days, as ever since the first few games of the franchise, the game has lost a bit of popularity, and some people say it's even beginning to die as a title. But if you want to hear about all that controversy, check out this video here. Subscribe only if you're a cool kid, and peace.
is going ultra, so you get more than ever with 5G ultra wideband.
Okay, I'm gonna end the stream here. This is only gonna be for like part 1 of it. So see you guys, well, probably some hours. So see you guys. Make sure to like and subscribe. It's free. If you don't like the content anymore, you could always, well, unsubscribe, but I don't know why.